Welcome back, everybody. This is Dave with Spider Monkey 2A, and we're back out at the range on a gorgeous day, so we couldn't waste it. We had to get out here to the range. We're here to do a special video today, and I'm just excited to have you guys here. Stick around. Should be a lot of fun. All right, as always, I'm going to apologize in advance for the breeze. It is a windy one. Got the, whatever you want to call it, the dead cat on there. Hopefully it'll cut down the wind noise a little bit. It is a little breezy. But anyway, guys, I'm rambling already because I'm so excited. We just hit 6,000 subscribers. Thank you so much to everybody who's been along for the ride. And for those new subscribers here, I hope you enjoy the content. 6,000 subscribers, I never thought it would get there. I've been doing this for, I think, a little over 3 years now, maybe coming up on 4. Oh, there's the breeze. And for a guy who just did this for fun to start out with, I never thought I'd get 6,000 subscribers. I'm hoping that we just keep on building on this and everybody enjoys the ride. We've been kind of lackluster on the videos lately. A lot of stuff been going on, but we're back out here today. I've been waiting to do this video for a while because I needed to accumulate enough milk jugs / water jugs for this test. What we got today, guys, is I want to know if barrel length really matters for self-defense scenarios for your home defense shotgun. So what we have out here is my Remington 870. It's the only shotgun I have, but we have the Carlson replacement barrel on there. We've done, I think, at least one video on that. Once we put it on, it performed just fine. God, I want to say they said it was 20 inches, but I took a measuring tape to it, guys. It's 18. It is. But I want to know, other than concealability, does it really matter what your barrel length is? So if I just had my standard barrel on my Remington 870, this big old honking 28-inch barrel, again, I measured, 28-inch barrel, same chokes in both. I think they're the cylinder chokes in both. Is it really going to matter at self-defense ranges, or is it going to make a big difference as far as penetration? So that's what we're going to do today in our non-scientific test, is test out the difference with a couple different ammos. So let me dig out the ammunition here and we'll show you that. So I had three different types of ammunition I wanted to test out, but I just am not sure we're going to have enough water jugs for it. So we're going to test out the two that I would think would be used more for self-defense purposes, or home defense purposes, I'm sorry. Self-defense, home defense, kind of the same thing. But we're going to test out, I have some of this Winchester Super X 12 gauge 2 3/4 inch 9-shot pellet double-aught buckshot. So, sorry, I have some of my notes here and they're making noise. But again, yeah, we got that. Yeah, I don't think I've actually used these ones. I've used different buckshot on the video before, on videos, but I've never shot these. I found a few boxes of them laying around. 9-shot, God, I think the stuff I was using before had a lot more shot in it, but we'll see how this does. Maybe we'll do a video with these just by themselves. So we got that, and I have some of these Winchester Super X 2 3/4 1-ounce slugs. So this is stuff that you would find at your local gun shops, because both of these are basically designed for hunting purposes. But double-aught buckshot's good, or a good option to have for self-defense, and a slug is always a good idea, I think. The one other one that I wanted to try is just more some game load, so bird shot basically. I wouldn't try target loads personally myself, but if you just had this stuff, some of this Federal heavy field 2 3/4 number 4 shot, I believe it is. Well, anyway, oh, here we go. Yeah, 4 shot, 1 1/4 ounces of lead in there, if you want to look at that stuff. So if we have enough water jugs left over to try both out, we'll see if we can test these out as well. But I think I got around 20 milk jugs here, so I would assume we're gonna make a mess today, and that's what I like. I want to blow some stuff up today. We're gonna put this out at about 20 feet, and unfortunately the breeze is gonna be blowing right back at me, so every time we blow up these water jugs, I'm gonna get soaked. Hopefully the cameras won't get too bad, but let's line it up and we'll get started. Okay, guys, we got it out here. Honestly, let me just range this real quick. Okay, so we're at 8 yards, so 24 feet. That would be, I'd say, pretty decent for a home defense scenario. Okay, we're gonna have to lay prone here in our non-scientific test. We're gonna start out with the Winchester Super X double-aught buckshot, excuse me, 9-pellet double-aught buckshot. Ugh, this is gonna be messy. And my shoulder's gonna take a beating today. I haven't shot this shotgun in forever. All right, maybe I'll just crouch down to a knee. We got it as straight on as we possibly can. And let's see what happens. Again, I'm not going for grouping. I'm going for penetration here. So that way, if you're living in an apartment building, you know if you're getting big penetration here. Anyway, we got the close-up camera too, which is just absolutely gonna get soaked. Let's crouch down here. See how this 9-shot double-aught buck does. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. That camera up close is just gonna get destroyed. But let's go up and take a look. Oh, yeah. All right, so coming up to it. Yeah, that good old double-aught buck. Just makes an absolute mess out of things. That first milk jug, water jug, whatever you want to call it, absolutely destroyed. Looks like we pretty devastating into the second one still, so we're getting good penetration here still. All right, into the third. Looks like we're losing a lot of our energy, but we're still getting good penetration through there. Might have one or two in there. Looks like we're still going. Yeah, I got some in there. We had 1 pellet. Looks like it made it all the way through. Maybe a couple pellets there. Into the 5th. Okay, so we did still get fairly good penetration here. This one looks like it skimmed off the top. And that one made it through. But out of 9 pellets, only 1 looks like made it all the way through. Otherwise, the other ones lost their energy or they deflected off. So, again, in our non-scientific test, that's good penetration. We're not getting all 9 pellets all the way through, which is a good thing. We don't want to do that. 1 pellet, 1 straggler. Take that as you will. But we got to write that down. We got 1 pellet all the way through 5. 1 pellet through 5 with the Carlson replacement barrel. We're going to do the slug test with the Carlson barrel, and then we'll switch it over. So I'll write down the results here so I don't forget, and we'll move it on to the next. So let's line up the jugs for the slug out of the Carlson barrel and see what happens. Okay, so one thing I did write down that in case we come to close comparisons, we'll go down to the wire there. We did have 4 of those pellets make it through 4 water jugs, and only 1 made it out the 5th. And here's the size of those double-aught buck. Nasty stuff. Got 9 of those coming out of those. Whoop, there's a breeze. All right, so we got same amount of water jugs lined up, same distance. Hopefully I can place a good shot here. We're doing the 1-ounce slug Winchester Super X out of our Carlson barrel. I'm gonna say it's probably gonna make it through all 5, but again, we'll write down some notes to compare at the end if we do have similar comparisons. All right, we're gonna make a mess with this one. All right, hopefully I place a good shot. Straight on, hopefully. Oh, all right. And in rushing to do so, always a little noisy. Anyway, let's go up and take a look. That close-up camera is just getting soaked. Anyway, all right, let's come down here, take a little look-see. First water jug, very devastating. Second water jug, I think it was the second. Pretty much the same. Because we're dumping a lot of energy right away, guys. That's the point of the slug. It's supposed to expand out, dump all its energy. All right, third water jug. We're losing a lot of the devastation, but we still made it in and through. Into the 4th with nasty-looking water. And I'm saying, I don't think we made it out of the 4th. God, that's gross water. A lot of these water jugs or milk jugs have been sitting there quite a while. But yep, there we go. We caught the slug. Got most of its shape. Gross. I don't know if that's chunks of milk on there or what. All right, so 4 water jugs, milk jugs, whatever you want to call them. 4 of them with the slug, 1-ounce slug out of the Carlson replacement barrel. All right, let's switch it over to our stock barrel that came with the firearm and see if we have any different results. All right, so before I forget, I'm just gonna put these Ear Pro in. Sorry, I haven't cleared all the other water jugs out of the way. I just pushed them to the side for now. We're making a mess. Okay, so we got our stock barrel on here for our Remington 870. This is a 28-inch barrel. Got the cylinder choke in there, I believe. Changing barrels for pump action shotguns is just so stupid easy, but I can't show it per YouTube. Unscrew this, take it off, plop the barrel off, plop the new one on, screw that back on. That's all she wrote. Okay, so we made it through 3 water jugs into the 4th with the slug, 1-ounce slug for the Carlson replacement barrel. So now we're back to the Super X double-aught buckshot, 9 pellet, out of our stock barrel. I mean, obviously, guys, this thing is freaking huge. So if you were using this for home defense and you need to clear rooms out and stuff, obviously your stock barrel is not what you want. You want a shorter barrel for that. But I mean, stock barrels cost money, or replacement barrels cost money. So if you don't have the money to spend on that, let's just see what would happen if you kept your stock barrel on there. Is that change in velocity really gonna make that big a difference? All right, double-aught buck. We're gonna crouch down and get wet again. All right. See if we can beat what the Carlson did. Oh, get this thing shouldered properly. All right, man, that delivered a lot of energy. Just toppled all those water jugs over like nothing. Let's go take a look. Shouldered properly. All right, man, that delivered a lot of energy. Just really hoping my phone works after this because it's a close-up camera. All right, guys, let's see if we beat the Carlson here. Or not beat it, but went through more. All right, first one, cut in half. Second one, still getting fantastic damage through there. I believe this one was the 3rd one. Not sure, because it looks like it has more damage. The 4th one, I think it was facing that way. So it looks like exit-wise, we got 1, 2, 3. Hard to tell. Let's look at the 5th one. All right, so I think we still got some in there. It looks like we got 1, 2, 3 made it in. And it looks like we got 2 out of the back. 1 and 2. All right, we got some curdled milk in this one. That's disgusting. Ugh. Ugh. Chunky milk. Anyway, it sounds like we got one. I just want to see if there's any more deformity. God, that nasty milk coming out of there. I should really rinse these out when I'm done with them, you know? Yeah, looks like we got one in there. It looks a little flatter. Ugh. Yeah. All right, so... Oh, gross. Had some chunky milk on my finger. So a little deformity to that one that was stuck in there. So that tells me that it's got more energy. It's going a lot faster. But we had... one more make it out of the 5th, so we were getting more penetration, and that could just be because it grouped better, which, you know, I probably should put some paper up and see which groups better. Honestly, I don't think we need to, because the longer barrel is going to group better at this range anyway. But anyway, so the stock barrel went with more penetration with the double-aught buckshot, because I would say it's just producing more velocity coming out of there, letting all those rounds get up to speed. Okay, so stock barrel, more penetration with double-aught buckshot. Let's line it up and do the slug. All right, last up, the 1-ounce slug through our stock barrel here. The stock barrel had more penetration with the double-aught buckshot that we had in our non-scientific test. I do believe that contributed through a better grouping. Maybe someday we'll get some paper targets out here and group them. Honestly, I don't think that's a fair comparison, because obviously the stock barrel is going to group better with it being longer at this distance. That's just the way it is. Okay, so we got the same amount of water jugs, same distance, been that way the whole time in our non-scientific test. All right, I'm glad this is the last one because I'm tired of shooting 12 gauge, especially slugs. But let's crouch down and hope for a good shot because we're out of water jugs. All right, here we go. Wow. Gotta love it. Let's go take a look. Wow. I'm guessing that was just a terrible shot. Well, anyway, let's take a look-see here. I think that's the first one. Second one, pretty good damage. Third one, looks like we went out the side, guys. Gall darn it. And that would mean a inconclusive test because we just scraped the third. Yep, there's no slug in there. Yep, I just don't have enough water jugs to redo this one. I have a half one there, a mangled one there, and one full one. Inconclusive. So that's on me, 100% on me. That was not that the stock barrel did not have more penetration or didn't have more penetration. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna call that one, I would say we may have made it into the fourth, or we would have passed through the fourth, maybe gotten into the fifth based on the results. I know I'm making an assumption here. We're gonna have to get more water jugs and do it again, I know, but that sucked on my part. Nope, fuck it, I'm gonna go get more water jugs. All right, I know I messed that one up. That was on me. What we got, we can't take this one as seriously, but we're still gonna try it. I got 2 good ones and 3 mangled ones. So we're gonna try to place a better shot here, lower, to hit all the water that's in there. I'm gonna lay prone for this one and see if I can't get some sort of a result that's similar. Yeah, we'll see what happens. It just is what it is, guys. That's YouTube. And oh, prone with a slug. Wow. I'd be lying if I said that didn't hurt. Oh, goodness. Anyway, let's go take a look. All right, guys, like I said, that wasn't a fair one. I honestly don't even know what was what here. We blew, like I said, I shot low on that one. That blew that one completely apart. Yeah, we blew that one completely apart. This one, I don't even know which one it was. Like I said, I had some mangled ones back here. So we're just gonna, and this one is, looks like it dented that. No, that was a mangled one before. Yep, so we're not even gonna count that, but it was fun. All right, we'll have to do that specific one at a later date. I gotta accumulate some more milk jugs, water jugs. If you guys want to sponsor it, send me empty water jugs, milk jugs, that'd be great. But yeah, that's kind of disappointing on my part. Like I said, that was all me, 100%. Hate shooting slugs, probably flinched a little. But in the case of the double-aught buckshot, angle you guys up here a little bit more. In the case of the double-aught buckshot, the stock barrel did have more penetration based on the non-scientific tests that we did, and had a little bit more energy dump too. As you can see, there's not much deformity out of the Carlson barrel shooting the double-aught buck. Maybe that's from the barrel, I don't know. They're both smooth barrels, by the way, guys. They're not rifled. And then there was a little more deformity out of the stock barrel. It flattened up a little bit more in the end there. So that's the only test we're gonna count. This may have just been a wasted video, but I don't like to sit there and edit until I get it right. You guys are here with me real time. It doesn't always go as planned. I don't care what the other gun tubers say. Was it a lot of fun though? Yes. I'm gonna feel it. You might call me a wimp, and I am sometimes, but I haven't shot shotgun in a while, so slugs always pack a wallop, and the double-aught buckshot did as well. But I had fun blowing up the water jugs, and it was interesting to see. All right, everybody, there you have it. This is Dave with Spider Monkey 2A, and what are your guys' thoughts? Do you think it would be smarter to have your stock barrel on there or have a shorter barrel? You can buy shotguns just from the store for self-defense purposes, home defense purposes, with shorter barrels. But in this case, I decided to keep my 870, and I didn't want to buy a whole nother 870. I just figured I'd buy the barrel. But barrels aren't cheap. I'll give them that. I had a lot of fun with the results today. I'm sorry that they weren't more conclusive with the slugs. It's on me. Thanks again for 6,000 subscribers, guys. Let's keep it going. And I thank you so much for being on this ride with me. It's honestly been a lot of fun. There's been ups and downs. I'll try to get more content out there recently since the weather's getting nicer. And I like bringing you guys along with. All right, everybody, there you have it. This is Dave with SpiderMonkey2A. Give us a like, maybe share this video. Hope you subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications so you know when the videos are coming out. And hit that super thanks if you feel like supporting the channel. That's the easiest way to do it. And as always, thanks for stopping by.